Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
It did, but I pulled myself together.
I suppose you did. Now, what about the serum? Did you find it?
What serum?
We had a deal. I help you get into the Institute. You find the cure that I was working on. It should still be in my old lab, in the bioscience division. With any luck, they haven't found it yet. Volkert probably still has the place sealed up while he goes through my research.
Virgil.
I'm running out of time. I need that serum.
I've got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
Has the, reverse transcriptase survived the nucleotide synthesis?
Excellent question. Yes, it has. Fascinating. Oh, did you mean that as a joke? Well, it's time. There's only one way to test it.
I received word that Dr. Li is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
Will she be harmed if she doesn't cooperate?
Absolutely not. We have big plans for Dr. Li, including the resurrection of one of her greatest creations. The last thing we'd want to do is kill the Golden Goose. As soon as Dr. Li arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the interceptor would do to you.
You mean being zapped into energy and then put back together again? Piece of cake.
You can make jokes all you want, but I wouldn't put so much faith in technology I didn't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
What do you hope to find on there?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxson told you about it?
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. We can't risk tipping off the Institute. For now, the fewer people that know about it, the better. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxson and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Proctor.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
My help? I don't know a thing about robot repair.
Why don't we leave the repairing to my scribes? You're going to be doing the legwork. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
Why is the power blowing out his CPU?
Liberty Prime has a highly complex power system. A good deal of that system was damaged when he exploded. So I'm working in the dark, trying to come up with parts on my own. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Li to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
One of us is a liar, and it isn't me.
Oh, don't try and pin that nonsense on me. I said I'd come back to the Brotherhood, and I have. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
Many lives are at stake, Dr. Li.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Did we make a mistake asking her to help?
No, don't worry about it. We might not be best buddies, but we'll get the job done. Besides, Dr. Li's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
I'm ready to move in, ma'am.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
He seems most eager for violence, no?
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in?
Let's just get this over with.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Put your hands up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't shoot.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
What is it?
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Jesus, what a mouthful.
Then talk fast, ma'am. Just make sure you get it right. That's all, ma'am. Ready when you are.
Here, I'm gonna get you to a to the top. Tell me, is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
How much plunder have you got?
Ah, so you are here to lose then.
What are you doing, boss? We can take these guys. Keep your mouth shut. I know what I'm doing.
We got a modest little stash. I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you, freely, if you walk away afterwards. What do you say? Do I have your word?
You have my word. Give me what you've got and we'll leave.
So we are working with pirates now? You cannot trust them. All the stories say so.
The password to get into the stash is Mad Orca. Help yourself, my fellow pirate. We can all get this.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I have my orders.
You're gonna die.
We are fighting? Why not stay like this?
Hey, over here.
He's not come back.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Why do you care what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
Because there are forces on the surface that could pose a threat to us, and only a fool ignores a possible threat. We might diminish that danger by correcting the false perception that we intend some great harm to mankind. But enough about that. The task is done. You've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and... Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
I ain't seen you put in work in a minute. I gotta put on for the family. That goes for every person that's in it. Used to scrape by working as a service attendant till I got more. Bitch, I ain't comfy. I need the top floor. Doing anything to get that spot. Started as an East Coast vibe. Now I'm going worldwide. We got this bitch going crazy. I used to take the Mazda for a drive. Now I'm on the 405. Like
Proctor.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go.
Where are you going? We're almost done with Prime.
There's only one of me, there's 100 of them.
Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
I'll run down to the Super Duper Mart and pick some up.
Cute. I wish it was that simple. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Great. That's just great.
Well, hang on a second. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Haylen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Rearming Prime with nukes should get him back to full fighting potential.
Scribe Haylen.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into Cambridge Police Station.
I'm surprised you survived over there without my help.
Now that the Pridwin's here, we don't really need you anymore. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
What about those feral ghouls? Are they still a problem?
With a Brotherhood at our disposal? Not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Why use this distress pulsar?
Unless you can locate an entire radio station within the glowing sea, there's no way you're going to be able to send out a regular signal. Luckily, the distress pulsar's ping cuts right through the interference, and we'll be able to hear you as long as we stay close to the frontier. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
It's all right, brother. I'm a child of Atom, too. I'm part of a church up north, the Nucleus, near a town called Far Harbor.
Far Harbor? You've seen Atom's holy veil, but you have traveled so far. I apologize. I will not keep you from finishing your pilgrimage. Take this, and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Atom's radiance warm your soul.
My systems are eager to absorb new data. I find this problem a great
Ma'am?
I can think of better things to get excited about.
No, I will not let you derail me. I beg to become a synth for a reason. For science. To be able to make real progress in studying the medical facts. I have had a breakthrough. Using a new strain of food, I have discovered a way to greatly improve the restorative properties of synth. I realize it's not earth-shaking, but it means that inspiration does exist.
How did you discover that?
New food has a particular sugar compound that stimulates platelet production and can close wounds. Unfortunately, the plant, when grown in the wild, is irradiated and develops natural toxins toward our pests. Strain 17 has been genetically bred in sterile conditions to remove both problems. The new pure sugar is already offering promise.
Sounds handy. I can use some.
Of course. You might say that our frequent escapades and injuries provided a real inspiration, and you've given me this capacity. And beyond that, so much more. The world is full of life, possibility. You are very dear to me, my close friend, and I hope I can return the many favors you have given me.
What we have between us is deeper than friendship.
My very first suffering, all this excitement, was, I must tell you, it wouldn't feel real until I shared it with you. You know, you mean so much. Oh, I am so terrible at this.
It's okay. You mean a lot to me, too.
I dare not know. When we're apart, I guess and second guess. I should be only thinking about this achievement. Instead, my thoughts, they linger on you.
I love you, Curie.
And I love you. The world seems so very bright. And I cannot wait to see what becomes of this.
Excuse me, Paladin Danse.
There's still that off-the-record threat like
Off-the-record? That's not what you dance.
which is why this is going to be difficult to say. So, I appreciate you here. When you were first placed as a responder, I had some serious regrets. Despite all that, this has turned out to be a rewarding experience. Both of us. At this point, honestly, I don't feel like anything else about being broken so close from home right now. No, it's apparent from your attitude and your actions. You intend to keep those ideals close to your heart.
I'm glad I could hear this, but I feel like there's a more.
There it is. Just not very good. Let me start. I grew up alone. Spent most of my childhood when I was a bit older, moved into the city. While I was there, I met a guy named He's over the back. When the Brotherhood came through on Confrontation, we thought it was a way out of nowhere live. So we joined up.
Where did it sit? Must be close up. Because I never heard of it.
You're right. It was a settlement built inside the remains of beached aircraft. One of the safest places to live in the capital wasteland was the Brotherhood. It was the perfect location for me to try my hand at being a merchant.
I have a hard time picturing you as anything but a soldier.
Clearly, I was ignoring my call. Anything. About a year after we resisted the privilege, Cutler vanished from his head. It took some convincing, but I was able to persuade him to see what it took almost 3 weeks. But we track this team down. Those are wretched and slaughter everyone but
Hit my baby G-Shock, said it's time. All my thoughts linked up, multiplying, no divide, dropping hit after hit, never miss. It's a crime, but my karma stay lit. Buddha sit by my side.
I had to.
Put the work in,
It was my
practicing and
duty.
learning. Only truth when I spit, write the fucking sermon. Even shoot all my flicks, cut it like a surgeon. Studying and rehearsing, pulling back the curtain. I'ma put on the show, I'ma wild somehow. Why'd you wanna censor me? I'ma still be a all my ladies know.
What I was
Take the
taught.
shine, they can't take the glow. Tell these boys that it's mine,
Ever
cause
since,
you're sitting on the throne. Never
I've seen
switch
other
on your
soldiers
chick, that's some bitch code. Got your
Ray,
trick, fry 'em up in that Crisco.
some rumored downright but I'd never heard any of the abuse. Friend like it's a good feeling, but it frightens me all the same. The bond. I don't want to go through it again.
It would never be good. But I care about you too much.
I never felt that strongly about well, about us. I'm sorry if I see
I know your boys in your DMs, but
you can get some sympathy for that. I just thought you deserved to know how I feel that I've overstepped my power. Whatever the case may be, I appreciate it.
and now the DMs they be popping every single time they dropping now. Bunch of boys in the gram, I swear. You need a man with no Peter Pan, I'll take it there. And you been looking like a really be a target, and I want you like you want me, baby girl. Let's get it now, baby.
Paladin Danse.
I'll remain on the offline.
Is that really necessary?
Absolutely. Elder Maxson's orders were that way. I'm not to take my eyes off the bomb. Everyone is counted, tested, and if we want more than rely on fighting efficiency, we can't afford to lose this stock. Business.
Excuse me, not during the movie.
Mark 28 is going to do the trick. I'll work with your team to ensure that Ryan's bombs remain stable and delivered into his path. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done that without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Dr. Ingram. We haven't fully flipped the switch on Liberty Prime. I'm just putting all the work I've done to system stable.
Are you sure it's safe?
I've checked every connection and every circuit myself.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Hey ladies, I know it's getting cold out, you know, holiday season. I know them boys need to
Let's run a pre-phase diagnostic.
Diagnostic command accepted.
and these pretenders, they so pretentious. I hope they understand I'm
Needs to adjust his configuration.
Voice module on. Audio functionality test. Initialize.
I'll take it there. And you've been looking like a
Designation. Liberty Prime 1, 2. Mission. Liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets. And all red and Chinese invaders. Liberty Prime. Full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons. Warning. Nuclear weapons. Payload increasing. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. running on external power only. Core smart. Recommended.
Forget them boys.
Ability to repel bayonet Chinese invaders. Compromise.
Doctor, well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but pretty prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the grid wave engines. Once I get that sorted out, I'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head out on your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power.
I didn't get anything for you.
Sure you did. It's that big metal machine standing over there. Anyway, that's enough of that. Better hightail it up to the grid. Elder Maxson said he needs to speak to you and thank you. Without you,
Elder, is there anything you wish to tell me?
Not at all.
I find that very hard to believe. Dr. Quinlan completed the decryption of the data retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings, including the list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground system. After careful analysis of the information, we discovered synths. I said, Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that planet. Dr. Quinlan validated the information I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all subjects. Paladin Danse's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they call M796. To make matters worse, he's gone missing. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M796 and Paladin Danse are one and the same thing. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in me, and then swore he was synthesis.
After everything I've achieved, why would I jeopardize my position here?
You make a fair point. Apparently, I misjudged you, which means I've decided I'd take you in your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given you. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
There must be some other way.
Exactly. You're not willing to let off one innocent man?
Absolutely not. My
Attention all personnel. I'm disappointed I need to address this, but unsanctioned social contact with unknown entities is strictly prohibited. Anyone who is engaged in such fraternization should report to Night Captain K for immediate decontamination. That is all.
What do you know?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps extensive records of their seats of concern, including logging alerts that they were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Danse under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records total records. I'm certain this comes as quite my shopping in mind. I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it.
I've been pouring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I've never found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he couldn't see some reference to anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable with this, but
What the hell is this crap about
I assume what you told us was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate.
So he sets Dance up and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxson's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Danse, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
I don't have time to discuss it right now, Haylen.
Why? In too much rush to pull the trigger? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Haylen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show her the respect that she's due. So help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
If you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship computer.
Change of heart, Haylen.
Just following orders.
Proceeding right. I'll continue doing my research.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
Well, if it isn't the woman who revived Prime, the Brotherhood.
Scribe.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
Aren't you supposed to tell me what you intend?
Yes. And I promise I will. But before I do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Danse since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what my report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not.
Why are you telling me this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxson's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
What you have to do is not follow orders given to us by a lunatic.
You'd have me disobey orders.
Can't you put the Brotherhood aside, even for a moment? Am I really asking that much? Just talk to him. Find out what's going on inside his head. Then weigh your options.
If you still think he intends to bring harm to the Brotherhood of Steel,
you do what you have to do. But if you see a glimmer of mercy or humanity behind his eyes, I beg you, let him run. Before the Ribbon showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was listening to Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern border of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if you trust any of us at all.
Why didn't you tell me, Danse?
Because I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list perspective, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So what are your orders? Does Maxson want me to up?
How could you not know that you're a synth?
It doesn't make sense to me either. Just feels like a cruel joke. I remember being a child. I remember growing up in the movies, everything. Suppose there's the government house in my head. Me. I feel like I've been in control of my entire life. Making my own decisions and coming out my fate. Even though the proof states on the system, I don't feel any different than I did before. Still feel why does any of this even matter? You're obviously here to carry out Max's orders.
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not trying to find a good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxson could sense something, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxson, you're betraying a brotherhood of steel everyone stands for. Synths can't trust us. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to regroup and assess the situation. Once I got it, and I had some time to think, I realized I'd just made everything worse. I should have stayed on the Brotherhood and accepted the inevitable. Like I said, I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxson's ordered you to execute, and I'll be damned if I try to stand in your way.
Is there any way out of this?
We both know that this is the right thing to do. If you refuse to follow Maxson's orders, you're undermining everything the Brotherhood stands for. I can't allow that to happen on my account.
No, I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that then?
You're the proof that Maxson's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not a technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind, not its downfall. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Yeah, there is that process to do.
Actually, I might have a solution. The only clear choice is for me to leave the combat. The sooner I make for the war, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my hindsight. Use them to prove that your mission is a success, or Maxson will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on, let's get the hell out of here. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why is this thing not been destroyed?
How did you find us?
When I sent you to execute this machine, I suspected you'd have difficulty following my orders. Now that I've arrived, it appears that my instincts were correct. What did it say to you that made you betray the Brotherhood? Why is it still alive?
He's still alive because he was wrong about having
him. Danse isn't his name. It's a machine. an automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born in the womb of a loving mother. It was grown up in the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
All I've done in the Brotherhood, all the blood I spilled in our name. How can you say that?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone on too far. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, die because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier, pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
You're comparing Dance to a nuclear bomb.
This machine might not be a bomb, but its goal is exactly the same. Place it where you want the damage done, and when you least expect it, it delivers a lethal blow without warning and without mercy. A precision strike delivered right at the heart of the enemy. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted and then meant to have it blend in as society.
It's true. I was built in the confines of the laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brother dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of my brother, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen a great life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide. No, but I'm going to my grave knowing it, and no regrets.
Touching. Either you accept your case, or I will not. The choice is yours.
If he dies, what happens to me?
Given the circumstances, I'd be willing to overlook this judgment. The fact that Dance's true nature was hidden from you isn't your fault. Now make your decision, or I will.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Dance saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time I've saved his.
You're a stubborn woman. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing him to undermines every Brotherhood standing. You insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and enslaved by this Brotherhood night, and your remaining your incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the ring or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, no, you'll be fired immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my words for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of her. I'm returning to the Brotherhood night. Take some time. Stay here, and then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
So what do you do now?
Okay, they still up in that beta stage. This should go and wake them up. 200 for a saving grace. I feel I wasn't paid enough. Predicting what I complain about when Ollie catch a major buzz. Hundreds too freshly pressed. Watch out for the paper cuts. The dude working, the tour coming. I'm poured up. The new burden is getting room service in foreign tongue. Boarding up and party to fly to where I'm born from. And when I land a bad insta influencers swarm us. Women, they loving the dude. I can't fall or bear the thought. I fuck them in something to do. They quick to have the marriage talk. And no one can fit in my shoes, so they watch it where I walk, but can't mimic. They cramp sprinting the caste system. I was born for it. 4th and inches, I'm going for it. I can't wait to trade for the skate for foreign plates. 4 mortgages, all of them out in Florida. There's gotta be more to this. Can't bring you if you ain't on the list. Turn their backs in the past, now they wanna come back. Too bad I'm not practicing forgiveness. Realize that they fucked up, now they see me get some. Can't eat while you standing in my kitchen. Yeah, I remember when you talked down, hands out, thinking that you getting some odds now. If you weren't there for the grassroots, I can't let you in, I'm sorry to break the bed. When I get a mansion up in the canyons, I'ma go pass the shit to my dad. I'm putting my mama on the yacht, putting Sebastian up in the fastest. With the jag back to Jacksonville, get Stephanie Cabal. Cause when I'm on and I don't give a fuck, I'll definitely need it all. Not just talking, I got a knack for making it come to fruition. Came in thinking you get famous, boy, I've come to do business. Seen a ton of all of it happen, they only fuck if you win. Pussy or push me in a distraction, can't keep none of you winning. Don't be turning on them re-receipts, hoping that you teasing me. Jokes on you, bitch, you're not the only girl that's seeing me. You get through with your features, opportunity seeker. You think you get smooth, talk me hard, truthfully speechless. Cause I work for this, I stayed the way. Pay the lane and stay the same. Invest in me if you want me to take you in and break the bank. And to all you broke hoes and my past friends who chose to shut the door on me, I'll never let you back in. Turn their backs in the past, now they wanna come back. Too bad I'm not practicing forgiveness. Realize that they fucked up, now they see me get some. Can't eat while you standing in my kitchen. Yeah, I remember when you talked down, hands out, thinking that you getting some odds now. If you weren't there for the grassroots, I can't let you in, I'm sorry to break the bad news.
Turned out I wasn't the only one who wanted things to change. After the first couple of editions, people may not have agreed with what I said, but it sounds like things got better. Yeah. Like I've done something to do it.
If you weren't there for the grassroots, I can't let you in, I'm sorry to break the bed. Okay, they still up in that beta stage. This should go and wake them up. 200 for a saving grace, I feel I wasn't paid enough. Predicting what I complain about when Ollie catch a major buzz. Hundreds too freshly pressed, watch out for the paper cuts. The dude working, the tour coming, I'm poured up. The new burden is getting room service in foreign tongue. Boarding up and party to fly to where I'm born from. And when I land a bad insta influencers swarm us. Women, they loving the dude, I can't fall or bear the thought. I fuck them in something to do, they quick to have the marriage talk. And no one can fit in my shoes, so they watch it where I walk, but can't mimic. They cramp sprinting the caste system. I was born for it. 4th and inches, I'm going for it. I can't wait to trade for the skate for foreign plates. 4 mortgages, all of them out in Florida. There's gotta be more to this. Can't bring you if you ain't on the list. Turn their backs in the past, now they wanna come back. Too bad I'm not practicing forgiveness. Realize that they fucked up, now they see me get some. Can't eat while you standing in my kitchen. Yeah, I remember when you talked down, hands out, thinking that you getting some odds now. If you weren't there for the grassroots, I can't let you in, I'm sorry to break the bed. When I get a mansion up in the canyons, I'ma go pass the shit to my dad. I'm putting my mama on the yacht, putting Sebastian up in the fastest. With the jag back to Jacksonville, get Stephanie Cabal. Cause when I'm on and I don't give a fuck, I'll definitely need it all. Not just talking, I got a knack for making it come to fruition. Came in thinking you get famous, boy, I've come to do business. Seen a ton of all of it happen, they only fuck if you win. Pussy or push me in a distraction, can't keep none of you winning. Don't be turning on them re-receipts, hoping that you teasing me. Jokes on you, bitch, you're not the only girl that's seeing me. You get through with your features, opportunity seeker. You think you get smooth, talk me hard, truthfully speechless. Cause I work for this, I stayed the way. Pay the lane and stay the same. Invest in me if you want me to take you in and break the
broke hoes and my past friends who chose to shut the door on me, I'll never let you back in. Turn they backs to the past, now they wanna come back. Too bad, I'm not practicing forgiveness. Realize that they fucked up, now they see me get some. Can't eat while you standing in my kitchen. Yeah, I remember when you talked down, hands out, thinking that you getting some of us now. If you weren't there for the grassroots, I can't let you in, I'm sorry to break the bad news.
Dance's execution creates a leaping change of command. Don't quite in position. I'm certain you'll make him find my place. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power. Congratulations, Paladin.
Where did Danse get his power?
I'm certain you can find proper intersection. Just be aware that a Brotherhood is expected to be assimilated. If you want that for the grass, I trust you to just can't let you in. I'm sorry to break the
Okay, they still up in that beta stage. This should go and wake them up. 200 for a saving grace. I feel I wasn't paid enough. Predicting what I complain about when Ollie catch a major buzz. Hundreds too freshly pressed. Watch out for the paper cuts. The dude working, the tour coming. I'm poured up. The new burden is getting room service in foreign tongue. Boarding up Bombardier to fly to where I'm born from. And when I land a bad influencers swarm us. Women, they loving the dude. I can't fall or bear the thought. I fuck them in something to do. They quick to have the marriage talk. And no one can fit in my shoes, so they watch it where I walk, but can't mimic. They